Hello friends, welcome to Finance MCQ. Friends, today we will discuss the vacancies released by RITES Limited. So let's start the video. Friends, RITES Limited has released various vacancies in finance domain under different posts. The first vacancy is for Assistant Manager Finance. There are total 12 vacancies, out of which 5 vacancies are for unreserved category candidate and rest are all for reserved category candidate. Here the upper age limit for Assistant Manager Finance is 32 years, and then there is a second vacancy for Section Officer Finance. Here there are total 10 vacancies, out of which 6 vacancies are for unreserved category candidate and rest vacancies are all for reserved category candidate, and upper age limit is also 32 years. So that's really a good thing that they have kept the upper age limit at 32 years. Now let's talk about the minimum qualification and experience asked. So friends, for Assistant Manager Finance, here the qualification asked is either a CA or a CMA, and minimum post qualification experience asked is 2 years. And here they have mentioned that experience is defined as under that candidate should have at least 2 years of experience in any of the following field, that is either in the banking field or GST or income tax field or accounts preparation, audit, involvement in any tendering process or bill passing. So if you are having experience in any of these field, then you are eligible. Then for another vacancy of Section Officer Finance, here the qualification asked is either a CA Inter, CMA Inter, MCom or MBA Finance. Here the minimum post qualification asked is 2 years, and here they have not specifically mentioned the minimum experience field. So if you are having a 2 years experience, that will be sufficient and you will be eligible. Here the only difference is that they have considered MBA Finance along with Section Officer and not with Assistant Manager Finance. That vacancy is only for CA or a CMA with 2 years of experience. And here they have mentioned for Section Officer Finance, candidate belonging to unreserved category EWS category candidate should have minimum 50% marks in minimum qualification for consideration against unreserved post. So if you are applying based on MCom or MBA Finance, then you should have at least 50% marks, then only eligible. There is no minimum qualification marks for CA Inter, CMA Inter, since here the passing itself is 50%. Selection process very important. Friends, for Assistant Manager Finance, here your selection will consist of a written test. Here 125 objective type questions will be asked and 2.5 hours will be provided, and each question will have 1 mark. There is no negative marking. Your syllabus will consist of both technical as well as non-technical topics, and a minimum 50% marks is required to be scored by unreserved category candidate and 45% by SC/ST OBC category candidate in written test to make them qualify for the next round. Then there will be a document scrutiny, and based on that, candidate will be called for interview in the ratio of 1:6. That is, for one post 6 candidate will be called for, and the weightage is also mentioned. Here your written test will have a 60% weightage and your interview will have 40% weightage. So out of this 40%, technical and proficiency will have 30% and personality, communication and competency will have 10% weightage. So like this 40% will be awarded. And like this, total 100% marks will be calculated and merit list will be prepared accordingly. Here they have mentioned a minimum 60% marks by unreserved category or EWS category candidate in interview is required to be scored. There will be no minimum qualification marks required in the aggregate. So individually you have to score in interview at least minimum 60% marks you required to be scored. Then for Section Officer Finance, there will be a written test. Again 125 objective type questions will be asked. Each question will have 1 marks and duration will be 2.5. It's exactly the same, but the only difference is that there will not be any interview. Here again you need to score minimum 50% marks in your written test to make yourself eligible. Then there will be document scrutiny, and the entire written test will have a weightage of 100% marks, no interview, and based on your written test score, a merit list will be prepared. Now nature and period of engagement is mentioned. Friend, initially you will be on a probation period of 1 year, and after that you will be observed in the company as a regular employee. Now remuneration, here apart from the basic pay, you will be paid all other benefits of the company as per their rules. Assistant Manager Finance will be in the pay scale of 40,000 to 1,40,000, and your approx CTC will be around 14.46 lakhs. And for Section Officer Finance, you will be in the pay scale of 26,000 to 96,000, and your annual CTC will be around 9.7 lakhs. So that's really a good package they are offering for both CA as well as for CMA candidates, along with CA Inter and CMA Inter, MCom and MBA Finance candidate. The only thing I feel that MBA Finance should be considered for Assistant Manager Finance, but his company's decision, we can't do anything else. Now application fee. Friends, candidate belonging to General OBC category candidate needs to make an application fee of rupees 600 plus taxes, and for EWS, SC/ST, PWD category candidate 300 plus taxes is the application fee. And in case you are facing any difficulty regarding the payment, you can contact them or you can write an email to them at the mention mention email address for resolving your payment related query. Friends, do keep this in mind. These helpline number is of bank, so this is only for the payment related query and not your application or notification related query. Moving on. Now here they have mentioned written test will be held at 6 different locations across India, and exact address will be communicated to candidate later when the admit cards are out, and the test centers are mentioned as follows. It will be in Delhi, Gurgaon, Kolkata, Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Guwahati. So the major cities are covered in all regions. Now syllabus is also mentioned, so that's really a good thing. So friends, for assistant manager and section officer finance, the syllabus is same, only the level of difficulties may be high or low. So the first area they have mentioned the financial and management, accountancy, costing and legal. So here the questions from these Indias are expected to come, like Indias 7, 8, 16, 19, 23 and so on. Then questions from preparation and presentation of standalone financial statement, consolidated financial statement as per schedule 3, preparation and presentation of cash flow statement, then audit of accounts of company by internal statutory and CAG audit, then ratio analysis, then questions from budgeting, revenue, capital, budgetary controls and dividend decisions, working capital, concept and estimation of JV and subsidy companies, accounting, CARO provisions and CSR provisions. Then questions from your costing topics like concept of costing, marginal absorption, standard contract, service costing. So almost all major costing concepts are covered here. Then provisions of Companies Act related to accounts, audit and corporate governance, appointment of auditors, appointment of directors, qualifications of directors, board meetings and its powers, etc. Then roles and functions of various regulatory body affecting finance and accounting. Then regulatory compliance by companies under various act, then JV and subsidy companies accounting, CARO provisions and CSR provisions. That is already covered, they have just mentioned in a separate line item. Then questions from English will be there, then general awareness questions, then numerical ability questions will be there, basics of computer questions will be there, then questions from reasoning, then questions from taxation is mentioned, individual taxation, corporate and international taxation, TDS and TCS provisions, advanced tax, return and assessment, ICDS, customs provisions, GSTs are covered. Then questions from banking and treasury. Here the questions from companies bank account, foreign exchange transactions, financial risk management, credit rating, bank reconciliation statement, letter of credit, bank guarantee, treasury management in PSU, investment in surplus funds in PSUs, etc. So all the banking and treasury functions related questions are covered. Then since it's a PSU company, then procurement and payments, types of tenders in PSU, MSME and GME portals, trades, payments, GOI guidelines, etc. questions will be covered. Then trade payables and trade receivables related questions will be there. So it's not that the question will be asked from each and every topic they have mentioned. Out of this they can select and pick the topics from which they want to ask questions. So it's a pretty good and decent syllabus that 120 questions will be framed and will be asked. And we at Finance MCQ will help you to cover this technical syllabus for your preparation of the examination. Now how to apply? Friends, you have to apply through online mode only by visiting website of the company under career section. And in case you have any query, you can write an email to them at the mentioned email address for resolving any of your query with regards to the notification other than the payment related query, that you have to send an email to the bank and not to the rights. So do keep this in mind. Now important dates is mentioned. So here online application is already started from 8th January 2025. Last date of submission of online application is 4th Feb 2025 and date of issue of admit card is 6th Feb 2025. So that's really a good thing that they have mentioned the entire schedule of exam also along with this notification. Then date of written test will be on 16th Feb 2025. So almost a month from now your exam will be held, and they will upload the provisional answer key on 17th, and then you can raise an objection, and final marks of written test will be declared on 24th Feb 2025, and interview date will be communicated to the separately for the shortlisted candidates. So everything is clear. You have to start your preparation if you are serious about giving this examination. If you are meeting the eligibility and experience criteria, then do give it a try and apply for this vacancy. Package is good, you will get a good exposure, and you also know the timeline by which you need to prepare and give your examination. So do give it a try if meeting the eligibility criteria. So that's all in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end.